It's Monday, October 30th, 2006. I'm Lady One Raven, and I'm going to write a novel next month. As I was thinking about my novel, I realized that I need to know a lot more about history than I do. I suck at history. So when I'm not writing, I'm going to be reading. I do have one plot device, or really lack of a plot device, that should be helpful there. I've decided that my universe is not going to have any universal translators. So, since my characters aren't linguists, they'll be restricted to English-speaking times and countries. They can get a person to translate for them if they have to, but that should still cut down on the countries and times that I know nothing about. It occurs to me that I have no idea when and where the English language originated. I'm gonna have to look that up. I've also been thinking about how to write well, because I'm supposed to stop worrying about that in November and just get the words out. So I'm trying to get it into my head now that I should be obsessed with verbs. Well, not really. I should be obsessed with my word count. But still, writing a story is all about verbs. There are 3 fairly common writing tricks that got me believing this. Said is dead, no adverbs, and E prime. E prime is the practice of not using any variation of to be. You go through your writing and rewrite your sentences so they don't have the words be, is, or was, because those are boring verbs. Said is dead is a catchy name for how annoying it is when the word said is overused in dialogue. Hi, Jack said. Hello, Jill said. I'm thirsty, Jack said. There are a lot of ways to avoid that, which you probably already know, and they all boil down to making the verbs interesting. No adverbs is exactly what it sounds like. The idea is that if you don't use adverbs, you'll be less tempted to use a weak verb. All of those tricks are guidelines that can be ignored. They're also forms of editing and therefore should not happen in November. I'm thinking about them because focusing on verbs can be a guide to plotting as well as style. Verbs are to sentences as actions are to stories. I have no idea if I'm making sense right now. My point is basically, I have a habit of writing about what my characters are thinking and what the world around them is like. Introspection and setting. Nouns, not verbs. Verbs are actions. Verbs are everything. Actions are everything. So, like I said in an earlier video, I should focus on what my characters are doing. How they choose to act next. Hopefully I'll remember that. I still have no idea if I'm making sense. I recently found the NaNoWrimo.org word count widgets, which are linked in my sidebar. I like them. I'm nervous about them, but I like them. Urgh. Forget nervousness. I can do this. I'm going to write 50,000 words, and I'm going to start the day after tomorrow. I can do this. I like the widgets because I'm going to use them to show off how high my word count is. I'm hoping to keep making new videos in November, but that'll depend on my word count. Since my word count is going to be fantastic, I'm going to be making new videos all the time. But on the off chance that I fall behind, I'll try to make short videos saying so. 1 day left until November. Is that freaking you out? It's freaking me out. No, I can do this. Good luck, everyone.